We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Chad Bettis gets the start for Colorado in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Chad Bettis is all about attitude. Not a very big guy, but he's not afraid to attack the strike zone. Good fastball, 93 to 95, with a little bit of sinking action on it. Has a curveball and a slider, an occasional changeup. One of the keys to know if he's on early, getting some outs early on in counts.
Stepping into the box, Alex Verdugo. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here's the first pitch to him. And we are underway tonight in Denver as the first pitch is looked at for ball one. The 1-0. Laid off, but in there for strike one. Verdugo makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I know these guys love what Justin Turner brings to their offense. He hit over 320 last year, and that will get any pitcher's attention. They knew it when he was coming up, and they knew it when he was on the on-deck circle. Really impressive hitter.
So stepping in, Corey Seager. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a ball, 1-0. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He will give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Two balls and two strikes to Corey Seager. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit on the ground out to short. And there are two away now.
Batting third, first baseman, number 13.
Next for the Dodgers, number 13. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And, hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike two. Too high. 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
That misses. It's to 2-2 now with two away here in the top of the first.
I like what he was trying to do there with the two-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with two away.
Well, he had him down 0-2 earlier in this at-bat, but he hasn't been able to put him away and end this inning. This has been a fun battle to watch.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. Career numbers against Bettis. He's just 1 for 6. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that two-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Back up the middle. Story throws it in. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for L.A. It's the Dodgers nothing. Rockies stepping in at the plate. Just underway next on MLB Network. Julio Urias is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Charlie Blackmon stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a liner. And he is going to have extra bases here to start the home first. And he will make it there as the Rockies are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Standing in now, Brendan Rodgers. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. In the dirt here. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Blackmon at third with nobody out. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, keep an eye on Charlie Blackmon. He won the National League batting title last year. Swinging the bat, he hits about everything. Breaking balls, changeup, fastballs. There wasn't anything that they could get by him last year. I love watching him perform, and I'm hoping that he continues that same trend this year.
First pitch on its way. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Story, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
The 0-1 on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. 1 out and a runner on third. inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
From the belt, kicks and deals. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Here's ball 1 now to the Rockies' third baseman. It's 1-1. So 1-1. 1-2 now. This one's down to third. Turner has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Colorado. We are still scoreless. Next up for Los Angeles, Russell Martin, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. To short, hit hard. Story scoops it up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand, and not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
The 0-1 delivery. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Career numbers against Bettis. He's got a 3-for-5 line. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Skied into very shallow right. Dahl is there. 2 down.
Batting 7, third baseman, Justin Turner.
Now to the plate, Justin Turner. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. And Reynolds will tuck this one away, and the inning is over. 1-2. Now at the plate, Ian Desmond set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down in the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
1-2, here it comes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And the guy behind the dish today, Canadian-born Russell Martin. He's been a catcher his entire career, but I'll tell you what, some of the softest hands in the game, this guy could easily play an infield position, and he wouldn't skip a beat.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bottom of the second here with no score. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2. Iannetta playing here in his age 34 season. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Chris Iannetta becomes out number 2 this inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping up now, Kike Hernandez. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. That's a hit, the first in this game for the Dodgers.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Stepping in now, Julio Urias. Strike called, now the throw down. In time as he just gets the tag down.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second on the first pitch, but they were ready for it. Good catch and throw from behind the plate, and it's like that base hit never happened.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Alex Verdugo.
Coming to the plate now, Alex Verdugo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. Bouncer up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Here's Corey Seager as he swings and grounds it toward the hole, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Into the box now, number 13, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He starts off the inning.
Right fielder.
The pitcher, Chad Bettis, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. The second for one, on to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. Second shot now. He doubled to start out the home first. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
And a neck high fastball that time. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Rockies are down. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger as we begin the top of the fourth.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Grounded to short. Story picks it up. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
Striding into the box, Russell Martin. He's 0 for 1.
Play ball. 3.
Striding in, Justin Turner. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Justin Turner.
First offering on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Hit the other way out toward right field. Giving chase is Dahl, and that ends the inning. Dodgers leave one. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Striding in for the Rockies, Brendan Rodgers.
Leading off the fourth inning for the Rockies, second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
3. He's out. 3. Out. 3. Out. He's out. 3.
So the batting order.
The center fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Play ball.
Digging in to try it again, Brendan Rodgers. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And the runner back in standing. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Now a move over to first, back in standing. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on it. Now the 1-0. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
3-0 now. Blackman, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Now a snap move over to first, and the runner will get back standing. The Rockies shortstop in front with a 3-1 count.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Hit to third. Turner's got it to second for one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Digging in, A.J. Pollock. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but
Left fielder, A.J. Pollock.
So digging in now, Justin Turner. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
Turner.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. One run, 6 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Another 0-2 home.
Nope.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. And a good pitch, but it misses here, and that moves the count back to even on the Dodger third baseman. 2-2. Runners on the move for second. Turner swings, and it's a very well hit ball to left. And it is troubled. It finds the gap for extra bases. And a big insurance run comes around to score from first. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, I tell you what, that's a big RBI late in the game here. They take a 2-0 lead. The way the pitching's been for them tonight, they're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Dan, they've gotten great pitching all game long, and all that extra run can do is give you a little bit more confidence. You don't have to pitch with such tension out there, fearful of making one mistake.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Jake McGee comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Into the box, Kike Hernandez. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. McGee comes set. 0-1 pitch on its way. 1-1. Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes. No one out with a runner at second. And that one got a piece of him. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Julio Urias, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Struck him out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Alex Verdugo. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Chris Taylor will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Spin and a throw back to second, and he's back in standing. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. There's one on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for LA. Stretch time coming up here in Denver. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Rockies nothing. Chris Taylor will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 3.
Stepping in, Story. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
0-1 the count. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
1-2.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making the
into the box now, Ian Desmond, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First delivery to him on the way. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Two-run shot that time for Ian Desmond as the Rockies have come back to tie this one at 2 apiece.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and it's anybody's ball game after that blast. We live in that what have you done for me lately world, so that gem he was pitching doesn't mean anything anymore.
Now batting.
And signals crossed that time, so he'll step off and try again. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That's wide, 2-0.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
The count now at 2-1. The 2-1 home. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting. First baseman, Mark Reynolds.
Here's Mark Reynolds. He's over.
Let's play ball. 3.
Standing in, Corey Seager. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Shortstop, Corey Seager.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
A fastball down near the shoe tops. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play. So the count goes to 2-2 now. The 2-2. Missed with a slider. Number 13 waits on deck. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, that wasn't a very good pitch there. Up and away. That breaking ball, D-Roll, that slider intended to be down and away. Instead, it was up and away.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed spot right there, Dan. You saw the batter's eyes light up, and he didn't miss it.
He's set, and the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Hit sharply on the ground. One there on to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. No balls and a strike to count. 2 runs, 8 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. The 0-2 once more. Grounded softly to the right. Rogers comes up with it on the first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Score remains deadlocked. Daniel Murphy is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game.
Murphy.
Scott Alexander is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Alexander.
Too low, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strikes.
This is on the ground over the first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Number 1 will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left, and it's now a 1-run ball game. Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up. 1 out, nobody on.
Aye.
1-2 now. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Standing in now, Brendan Rodgers, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. That's by him for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Good action on the sinker, 1-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they pick up a run on the solo home run, as that'll give them the lead. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Rockies 3 and the Dodgers 2. Welcome back to the ninth inning from Coors Field in Denver as we get a nice shot of the city here tonight. Wade Davis comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Raimel Tapia is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
Number 15.
Russell Martin now. He'll be the one to lead off against Wade Davis, who will look to try to save this one here.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the catcher, number 55. Russell Martin.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
I'm no hitting coach, but I know they always preach, if you're going to swing, swing. Second guessed himself on that one.
Stepping in now, A.J. Pollock. Little dribbler down the line. Arenado is up with it. Throw on to first, and now the Dodgers are down to their final out.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin.
So striding in, Justin Turner. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch. And that one just missed outside. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Tapia is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though. And a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Colorado came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Jake McGee takes home the win. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Final line score